Hello to all traders and welcome back to another market review brought to you by Orbex. So where to start today? We're looking at gold after it's sinking towards the 1800 handle. You know, we've had a 7th straight day of losses on the yellow metal and it doesn't look like it's going to have any signs of slowing down at the moment, with treasury yields really pushing higher. The dollar also really having these multi-month highs as well, which is leading to gold sinking quite progressively, you could say. I mean, it's looking likely that we're going to have some support at 1800 or sometimes before that, but it could be a slight correction before we actually head even further lower. So with the Fed's hawkish stance still in the minds of a lot of economists and investors alike, are we going to now see another move to the downside for this precious metal, which has really been elevated for most of last year, but with another rate hike possibly looming on November the 1st, one more before the end of the year? Is this going to mean that the Fed are going to have inflation really pushing to their 2% target, or is it going to actually be slightly elevated, and into next year are we still going to see elevated interest rate levels? Are we going to see a slowdown, a terminal rate? Call it what you want. It looks likely that the Fed only have one thing in mind, and that is to bring inflation down even lower. So very exciting news if you are selling off gold at the moment. But let's get right into the charts. So as I said before, we've had $100 wiped off in this short space of time, just over a week now, which has been very dramatic in a lot of the markets. What we're looking for now, though, is the 1800 handle, naturally a big psychological level. And if you look at the last time we saw this level approximately, we did get some really firm support and a nice bounce, and then we had quite a big move to the upside after that, over $200. So could this happen again? Well, let's just zoom in for a little bit more clarity. We're just being very oversold on the RSI, so we are expecting a slight pickup, but this can only be a slight correction before we start moving even lower. So could we get support at this 1800 handle, or are we going to start sinking even further? If we do, we have to look at levels going back into last year at the back end, October, November, where we saw another bounce at quite a big progressive level there as well. Let's look at the 4-hour chart because there's not too much clarity in this. We've had a slight correction there and then another big downturn. I mean, and if we see what the numbers are like, you know, we're going from 1870 roughly right down to 1816. So, you know, $50-$60 drop there alone in just a short space of time. So this is a really big sell-off for gold, not one we haven't seen for a while. And will it end? When will it end? We'll have to wait and see. But obviously, we'll keep you up to date with all the comings and goings in the metal market as well. So let's get straight onto the dollar, because obviously with gold tanking or slumping to multi-month lows, we've had dollar moving to multi-month lows. It's quite a tongue tie there. So if we're looking at the moment, we bounced over, we had a slight break of $100, and we had didn't get confirmation, so then we had another move to the upside. Now it's moved over $7 higher in just a few short weeks, and this is quite a big progressive move for the dollar. The 114 handle was the 20-year high that we saw not so long ago. Are we going to see that again? Well, we are only $7 or $8 off that at the moment, so we are kind of optimistic we will see possibly another move to the upside. At the moment, not many divergences on the RSI, not really something to go on to have a clearer picture. Let's just look on the 4-hour chart though, just to see where we're looking at the moment, and we're just slightly concerned at the moment because it's been a very bullish run and it doesn't look like any signs to slow down at the moment. We're just seeing what is in store for a slight correction. Are we going to bring price movement back below 107? This will be a key figure, because since the back end of September, which was only a few days ago, we've seen quite a big push over a dollar move and a confirmation as well. It doesn't look like it's slowing down anytime soon. So we'll have to wait and see, obviously, but let's see if that 1800 handle does come into play. Let's see if we have that support there for gold, and what will this mean for the dollar as well across the board. Keep an eye on the FX pairs, which we'll be reporting on next time, and we'll see where the next movement is. So as usual, this video will be posted on our Telegram and YouTube channel. So stick with us, stay ahead, and we'll speak again soon. Bye for now.